Hey, y'all. What's up? Welcome to Let's Be Clear. I'm Carly.
And I'm Toy Stories.
And we want to thank y'all for coming to listen to our first podcast.
Welcome.
Yes. All right. So, Let's Be Clear. What does that stand for?
Collectively learning, evolving, and reinventing.
Yes, because you know what? We're still learning. We ain't no know-it-all. Hold on. We are not know-it-all chicks at all. We're still growing, learning, and we want y'all to grow and learn with us. So we're doing a podcast because when we have our conversations and have our
aha moments,
y'all can have them with us.
Come to Jesus moments.
Yes, because, this is life. And we women, and, we just people. And we going through it together. And through life, love, family, relationships, everything. So we just welcome y'all to join us on this journey and doing our thing.
And grow with us.
Yes, indeedy. So we know, y'all don't know us. I mean, I got a couple hundred followers on Facebook. I got probably less than 99 on Instagram.
And I need to get cool and get Facebook.
And I don't even have a Twitter. I mean, I have a Twitter, but I only use it when I'm trying to win stuff. So we know that y'all have to get to know us. But first, we want to tell you about our podcast. So our goal of our podcast is kind of like on a positive note, but we just need positivity in this land and within ourselves. And that's how we're going to start off our podcast. We're going to have quotes.
Affirmations.
Affirmations.
I love me some affirmations.
Yes, we're going to have topics. We're going to discuss everything from love,
relationships,
sex,
family,
everything. Just plain old life, your job, people who get on your nerves.
Petty moments.
Yes, we're going to have many petty moments because, we are not, let me tell you, I'm not the type of chick that's perfect. I'm trying to be a lady on the podcast. I don't want to cuss. But, there are times where I can be petty. So what
Petty LaBelle.
So what we're going to do is just kind of like give you all ourselves today. So that's the plan. So we're going to answer some questions, kind of give you our personality, our background a little bit. And
who we are.
Yeah, who we are. Yeah. So when we get started on this journey full force, y'all know who you're dealing with. We want to be your friends. We want to be your sister. We want to be your best friend.
But most importantly, we want to be transparent.
Yes. Right. And we want to be ourselves.
Authentic selves.
Yes. Excuse me as I drink this wine, trying to be my authentic self.
Cheers. Mm-hmm. All right, Carly. So if you could give me 3 words that describe you, what would you?
I am caring.
Okay.
I'm giving.
Mm-hmm.
Is caring and giving the same thing?
I think so. But it's cool. I get it.
Okay. And I'm creative.
Very, very much so.
Yeah, I would say loving, but loving and caring and giving the same thing.
It's okay.
Yeah, but I'm most definitely all 3 of those things.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
I will probably choose outgoing. I think I'm pretty much outgoing.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I'm caring.
Mm-hmm.
Shade.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm intuitive.
Very. You're too intuitive.
I be in deep.
Mm-hmm. And she will overanalyze anything. Don't give her anything. There's a splinter in her hand. And she is talking about how the roots are growing into her skin and how they're growing. She will overanalyze.
No, you're trying to say I'm extra.
You are extra.
There's a difference.
You're extra.
I'm intuitive.
But you overanalyze things as well. Yes. So, but where do you get those characteristics from?
Let's see. Outgoing. My mom. My dad. I think outgoing is just like you don't meet a stranger. Everybody's a friend, and you could talk to any and everybody. Mom and dad. Caring. Definitely my mom. It's like was like the missionary, giving the shirt off her back. Just definitely a giver. Intuitiveness. Jesus. He just
I'll give you that one. I will give you that.
He just blessed me.
He does because
thank you, Lord.
You be coming up with stuff. I'm like, who told you that?
Oh, it was the voice inside of me.
Don't say that out loud.
What about you?
Well, most definitely my caring and giving side is from my mother. She will give before. Well, she will give to somebody else before she gives herself. Mm-hmm. And it's. I don't know if it's a good characteristic characteristic, but I mean, I guess it's an okay one. It's not a bad thing, but then again,
Right.
it's not a good thing. My
I guess if
creative,
you have a balance of the two.
yeah, my creative side is from my father.
Okay.
He is he's a writer, but
Rough Rider.
writer.
Oh.
Did I say writer? Writer. He's a writer, but I would say, but my mom's pretty creative too. She's like, she used to do makeup back in the day. She loved that type of thing. And like, majority of my family are like artists. So that whole creative thing
okay.
kind of just,
Right.
and plus I'm a Gemini, so I'm automatically creative. But, but yeah, but with them, my father, creative, and he was very smart. And my mom, being who she was, it just made me into this person I am today, this musical sci-fi freak person that I love so dearly. Me. Yes.
Weirdo.
Whatever. So, what was your household like growing up?
Yeah. So I was raised in a single parent home by my mom. So I grew up with my mother really, really close. As the only child, grew up as the only child. I had 3 siblings, but I was my mom's only child. I grew up in kind of like a borderline feminist household. It's like I'm a Christian, but I'm really a feminist at heart. So I had that going on. However, it was more of a religious. I wouldn't really say spiritual. Like we went to church religiously. Sunday night, Tuesday, Thursday. We just was pretty much routine when it came to church. But I think my mom was just big on that. She relied on her religion heavily. So fun. Like we traveled a lot. Went a lot of different places as a kid, and so I've been flying since I was like a newborn. So I think that's where I get that. I love to travel from. Funny household. Funny. I grew up also pretty close with my cousins because I was the only child. I grew up pretty close with them. So just real family oriented, fun, laugh a lot. So I think that's probably why I'm, a little goofy at times.
Well,
And what about you?
well, I had two type of life, two type of, I had 2 lives.
Okay.
Okay. So the first part of my life, I was a preacher's kid. My father was a pastor. My mom was the first lady. My mom was a housewife as well. And we were a religious family.
Okay.
So, I was one of those kids that just I couldn't do anything besides go to church, choir rehearsal, and that's it. I didn't watch any rated R movies unless it was like outside of my cousin's house. I couldn't listen to secular music at all. I think the only secular music I could listen to was Mariah Carey, Vision of Love.
Treated me kind.
That was it. Yes. Sweet Destiny. Woo! Oh, hallelujah. That was when she was just legendary. She's still legendary, but that was when she was just everything. But it was pretty much a religious household. Then my mom and dad got divorced.
Okay.
And by the way, like, my typical, it wasn't like your typical preacher's house. It was very green leafy. We had a lot of issues. We had a lot of problems. We had a lot of drama in the church. So in result of that, my mom and dad got divorced. And then I had a whole nother type of life. I had my mom kind of went her own little path, and my dad went his own little path, and I kind of raised my brother and I, through our teenage years. So it was kind of different. My dad kind of stopped preaching. My mom is more so not religious. We're through it all. They're still very religious people. But then on top of that, I had to grow up in a, slightly religious household, being gay and being homosexual. So it was really different. So that's just basically me. Me growing up was just different.
So now do you consider yourself religious or?
I'm very spiritual.
All right.
I had to find my own relationship with God because so many people, especially growing up in the church and, being around church people, they try to take that away from you being gay. But no,
your relationship with God is your relationship
is my
with God?
relationship with God. So that's why I'm very spiritual now. I had to find my own way. So yeah, how about you? Are you spiritual or religious?
I would say I'm spiritual. I
Okay.
definitely feel like I have a relationship with God. I grew up religious, and a lot of that stuff was just, man, it just used to really bother me. I didn't understand a lot of it, and as I became older, it didn't make sense to me as to why I had to wear these long skirts, why I couldn't wear red nail polish. I love nail polish. And so I'm like, what's the red thing? Jezebel, like, get out of here. So I think growing up, as you begin to learn, grow, mature, and read and get your own understanding of, the Bible, the Word, you like, this doesn't even add up. I can wear pants to church.
Right.
I will do it.
That's
And like I couldn't wear like sleeveless things. Now I it wasn't like spaghetti straps, but I would be at this church and I couldn't even wear like just regular, like just tank top type stuff. You know what I mean? Just make sure you have a jacket on. So I think as I grew older, I realized that my relationship with God had nothing to do with my attire. So there you have it, folks.
Right. So growing up, like, what were you allowed to do? Like, what couldn't you do? Especially, like, in the religious household, honey.
So, you can't not curse, but cuss. No, you can't do that. And certain music I wasn't allowed to listen to. Like, my mom would buy CDs from Walmart. I don't know if you remember. Walmart had, like, all the CDs, but it wasn't any cursing on the CDs. So I'm listening to Notorious B.I.G. I'm like, what is this? This is crazy. But I don't know, like, because my mom was a single parent and there was a lot of times where I was at home alone, I was able to get away with certain things. At my aunt's house, you really couldn't do too much of anything. So I'm like, I want to go back home, or you find a friend that you could do stuff. But I'll tell you a story. My mom was driving the car, and I forgot to take the CD out of the car before I got out. She just driving, and all of a sudden she hear all this cursing on the CD. And instead of her just pulling it out and just giving it to me, she just throw it out the window. So it's like, oh, we will not have this. So,
Ever.
right. So I think it just was like. The more hardcore, rap, she really wasn't a fan of that. But other than that, I could kind of get away with certain things. Certain things.
Yeah, me too. Like, I wasn't like I said earlier, I wasn't not allowed to listen to secular music at all.
So you ain't never had like opportunity to watch Joe and TV raps or The Basement?
No.
Oh, sad.
No, and like I didn't really find out about that stuff till I got older.
Oh.
And let me tell you, like, I didn't watch Boys in the Hood. I didn't watch any like Poetic Just till I was well
you didn't
into my
watch
20s.
Boys in the Hood?
No, I didn't know anything about it at all, and it was so sad. I was like,
you didn't watch Friday?
No, it depends when the Friday come out. No, I didn't watch it till later, after I got in my household.
Are you prepared for Jehovah's return?
Be quiet. No, so I wasn't allowed to do anything like that back in the day. Now, I most definitely wasn't allowed to cuss, but it wasn't like I wasn't a cusser.
Is that mouth right now?
Be quiet. I am a lady. I don't use such words. But I remember one time I was 7. It was so funny. And my mom got through hosting a dinner for the church at our house. So there was about 60 people at our house, right? Everybody's leaving. I'm saying goodbye to all my friends, but I'm outside barefoot, in our patio. When everybody's outside, next thing you know, I step on a rock. And the first thing out of my mouth was, oh, S-H-I-T.
Sugar honey iced tea.
Yes, it was. And when I tell you, everybody turned around, and first thing my mom was, that did not come from me. I was like, okay, girl. But I wasn't allowed to do any of that. But I was kind of like the little rebel in the household. But yeah, no movies, no secular music. Until about 11 or 12, that's when I kind of got into everything. That's when I got my first CD player, got my immature. Ooh, I just dated myself. Never mind.
So do you think being so closed and not able to do a lot of things, do you think that allowed you to become so rebellious later on? Or I mean, because you a hellraiser. So
be quiet. You don't know me. So no, I am not. And if I'm one, you will want to. Maybe, but maybe it was like the circumstances that happen in life, because,
Right.
A lot of things happen when you're a kid that you don't understand. So therefore you act out. But no, I don't think so. I mean,
I always used to think like the kids in college, like I'm like, dang, they must not been able to do anything. Because they come to college and they get buck. Wow, I'm like, yo.
No, okay, so let me take this back. I was always like a little, like I said, I was always rebellious. One, because I was the preacher kids, be like, you know what? You want to go to my dad's office and drink the communion wine? I was that chick. I would drink the communion wine and eat the leftover crackers.
And this was at the age of 9?
Oh, yeah. Around that time,
all right. Okay.
You know, it's one of those things. So, okay. So, when you were a kid, who was like your celebrity crush? Like, who did you love?
My celebrity crush? I don't know. I always just love Brandy. I just love Brandy. Okay?
You still love Brandy.
I'm a
Brandy, y'all.
Yes, Brandy. Right.
And for the young ones who don't know who Brandy is, please use Google.
And that's sad if they don't know who Brandy is.
Brandy Moesha.
Mo to the.
She was she was in the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the show The Game.
All
Yeah.
right.
And she actually had, she has like a show on BET, I think. I don't know if they canceled or not. But,
And her CD was real good a couple years ago, maybe a few years ago.
yeah, I still don't think the younger kids heard
Now I'm going to put it down.
Yeah. Oh, yes, they did. They heard that song.
Yeah.
So Brandy, yeah. Okay, you're right.
So I don't know. I always loved Brandy. Mm-hmm. So that was my thing. I loved her. I don't know any guy back in the day that I just was like, oh, I just so love him. I don't know. Who did you like back in the day? You probably like Domino.
Domino. The rapper Domino? Why are you telling everybody's age? No. I loved his music, but I did not like Domino. Back in the day, you know who my crush was?
Oh, wait. Delvin and Devontae.
Oh, that was everybody's crush. I don't care what anybody. If I saw, I used to get my Right On magazines, and there'd be a big old poster of Jodeci right there. Whoo! Yes, I loved me some. Which one is Dalvin? No, Devontae.
You like Devontae?
Devontae was my man.
Yeah,
Yeah, but younger, I really loved Dale from the Mickey Mouse Club.
Oh, my.
Yeah, because I was
Who even knows him?
Eh?
So, to all you young people, I think you need to Google him. To all you older people, who is Dale?
Whoever used to watch the Mickey Mouse Club back in the day,
Oh my!
they know exactly who Dale was.
Okay.
And I loved him.
Okay.
Yeah. And I loved some other chick too. I forgot her name. I should Google her, but I loved her too. That's how I knew I was going to be the one I was, because I caught HBO one time late night and saw this movie named Bound.
Uh-huh.
And she played opposite of Jennifer Tilly. I don't know who she is, but my God, I was like, I want a woman that does handiwork. And that's how I felt ever since then.
So who's your celebrity crush now? Do you have one now?
Now, well, my celebrity crush is my baby. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh my God.
She is, because Doc, shout out to my boo, she's a celebrity. And if those who don't know her, they should know her. She's a celebrity, and that's my celebrity crush. Always and forever. Who was yours?
LeBron James. LeBron James. I love LeBron James. LeBron James, hands down. King James.
Okay. You have anyone who's not married?
Oh, that's serious shade. Wood Harris. Ace. Paid in full. Yes.
Wood Harris?
Yeah.
You know how old
Wood
he
Harris
is?
can get it, yeah. How old is it? Okay.
Wood Harris?
Yes. Yeah, the guy, my paid in full guy.
I still don't understand that.
Why?
He's like Leon, but Leon's cuter than Wood Harris.
I haven't liked Leon since Cover. That movie took the breath out of me. I was shocked. I am still in shock. Nah. Wood Harris and LeBron James will never, I hope him and Savannah work out, but in the event that it does not. Hello.
You a heifer. You need help. All right. So, doing this, since it's like a political time, who, if you could meet somebody, would you meet Michelle Obama or Oprah?
I'm going to have to say Michelle.
Michelle. Why Michelle?
I just love Michelle. I just like, who doesn't love Michelle? I just love her. I think Oprah is amazing. I went to the Oprah tour like 2 years ago. Totally changed my life. Positive woman, great energy, just successful, as we all know. Just loved her. I think I can relate more to Michelle. I love what she stands for. I love the wife that she is, the supportive wife she is, and how she stands by President Obama, and the mom that she is. And I know she's an incredible dresser.
I will. Yes, God.
She's beautiful, and I think she's so poised and elegant in the way that she speaks, and she tackles topics that are, controversial. And I don't know, like, who wants to really take on healthy snacks in school? Like, really? Like, the vending machine is so different now.
Okay.
So I can dig Michelle.
I would have to probably go opposite of you.
Oprah?
I would meet Oprah.
Really?
Because
Why?
I feel like she's just a go-getter. She's a boss.
Yeah.
Like
Definitely a boss.
Whatever she puts her mind to, she goes for.
Yeah. Whatever she touches is
gold. I mean, I want to have the Oprah effect.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, hey,
Right.
you get a house, and I get 10 free houses.
Yeah.
Like, she's awesome. I like her business ethic. Yeah, I mean, I love me, Mr. Michelle Obama, and I agree with you 100%. Her values, how she treats her husband, her family, the woman she is. She actually reminds me of my great-grandmother. So,
Michelle?
yeah,
Aw.
I feel like she walks like her. She has a body like her. She's the same skin tone as her. I mean,
She is gorgeous.
she's gorgeous, and I feel like if my great-grandmother was alive today, it'd be like, hey, Nanny, look, you in the White House, boo. Go ahead, girl. I didn't know you can marry presidents, So, yeah.
So, like, do you feel like Oprah has these type of values that you see within her that you can relate with? Like, what is it about Oprah that really gets to you that you're like, I really want to meet her?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because besides her being, besides her business ethics, I'm not sure. I just love her attitude about life. I love her. She's always exploring, and I love that. If she wants to understand something, she will create a show for it.
Yeah.
If she wants to understand religion, she has that one show, Finding God or whatever. It's just that
And
her
Super Soul Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, she has like this. I think she has like this thing to make people better.
Yeah.
She wants to feel something in people's souls and
And
spirit.
that's exactly what her tour was like. It was a 2-day tour, or event rather, and she went all over the United States, and it was all about empowering us. Like, we did all these different type of exercises throughout. We were encouraged. She told her story. Gail told her story. It was just, she did the soul cycle. It was just, she poured a lot into us. I felt like after that she would have been like pretty much drained.
Right, and I just feel like, her mission to do that, to empower people, to, especially women, to make sure they feel good about themselves, to know that you can overcome anything. I like her will. And I like what she does, especially for the female community. So
I think maybe I identify with Michelle because that's what I aspired to be. A good wife, a good mother. I just find her to just be so supportive. And so I think that she represents the things that I like, and that mean something to me, like loyalty and being trustworthy and reliable and effective communicator. Things that I think are important within a relationship. Things
Very
that I
true.
need to continue every day to work on because they mean so much to me, and I value those, characteristics in people. So
Yeah. I mean, I can agree with you on that. I can, because her values are very strong and they're present. And it's funny because even in the way she stands and how she just stares at you or stares into the audience, you can see it behind her eyes and behind her stance. And yeah.
So what's like 3 qualities that you would say you value in a relationship?
In a relationship?
In your, like, family, just a relationship overall.
Honesty, loyalty, communication. I think that was... Is honesty and loyalty the same thing?
I think they go hand in hand. Yeah.
How about trustworthiness?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, because those are very important.
You got to be loyal.
Yeah. In any relationship.
Yeah, got to be loyal. That loyalty will go far.
It will.
You feel like they've been there since day one.
Right.
It means something.
Yeah. How about yourself?
Yeah, definitely. Like, what I seen in Michelle is that whole loyalty, being supportive, especially where I am in life, is just having support. So being supportive, trustworthy, reliable.
Ooh,
and
that's a good one.
Communicative. I need a communicator. Gotta have that, because communication is key, no matter what. And I think being that openness makes me feel like when people are transparent, I could believe them. You know what I mean? It makes me want to get to know them, and I believe what they have to say because they allow me to become a part of their world. So just be transparent in your true, authentic self, I think.
I get that.
Yeah. You said 3 and I just kept on going.
Right. It's okay. Okay. Sometimes you got more in your spirit. You got to let that out, honey. Let it out. All right. So, okay. During this whole journey, until now, do you have any regrets? Any do-overs you would like to do? I mean, do you believe in regrets first?
Ooh.
First, do you believe in regrets?
I would like to say I don't. However, I definitely, there's some things I regret. I think it sounds good to be like, I don't have any regrets in life. Everything happened for a reason. And I do believe that everything does happen for a reason. And I was on this path and life went this way for me on purpose. However, if God could have gave me the lesson, I didn't have to go through some of these things. For one, I would not have gotten married. Definitely wouldn't have got married. The lesson after the fact was, it was good. It was amazing. I put a lot of time into forgiving, which was big for me. Forgiveness is huge. And learning how to be okay with me, and learning the whole sink or swim thing. You know what I mean? Like, that was a big thing for me. Like, I could, a marriage is a great thing. A divorce can truly take you under. You could feel like you failed when the truth is you didn't fail. The marriage failed. So with that being said, it was rough for me. Well, like I said, the end part was the latter part, which I didn't see. And I think that was part of my test, was that it was good for me. You know what I mean? It was good for me to get that. I don't think I'm an expert on relationships. However, I definitely feel like I have a good understanding of what I want and what I don't want. That's for sure. But I put a lot into the wedding, and I did not put a lot into us. It wasn't enough about us. It was all about the wedding and the honeymoon and the bridesmaids and the flowers and do this and the centerpieces, and I want this kind of dress. And, and it was expensive, and, not only on my behalf, but everybody who was a part of it. And, the bride's family pays for the wedding, and that was a big chunk of money that, my mom shelled out, willingly, because this is, her only child. This is, her daughter. So she willingly did it. However, I'm like, dang, looking back on it, I wish that I would not have done it. I wish I would have listened to my heart, because the heart does not lie. And it was warning signs, and shout out to all those red flags I ignored, because it didn't feel right. But I felt like this was the right thing to do. So I think one of my biggest regrets is just getting married, Very expensive.
Very, very expensive. But, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even after years, I'm still like, dang. Sometimes I'm like, I could have had a down payment on a house that would not owe Sally Mae.
Well, yeah, I would do the same thing. Well, not marriage part, but
Mm-hmm.
I would like to say I don't believe in any regrets. But everybody has them. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
who you are.
Yeah.
And if
I think it just sounds real good to be like, I don't have any regrets.
right.
Yes, you do.
I mean, I don't regret not. Okay, so I didn't go to school directly after high school, and I kind of wish I did. But I think at the end it turned out very well for me, regardless. And so I wish I would have went to school right after,
Right.
well, college right after high school. And my other regret is I just really wish I would have waited to lose my virginity. Like really, really like a
So you should not have lost it at 10.
Okay, first of all, you're disgusting. And I was not 10.
It's fast.
No, whatever. You're disgusting. It was not 10. It was like 11. It's like, no, it wasn't even 11. No, if my mother listened to this, please no. It was not 11. But, I just wish I would have waited like that, just trying to get people to like you and you're in a new spot and you just lose your virginity like that. It was just so dumb. I just really wish I would have waited. And I'm not going to say like not for the right person because you don't know who's the right person, especially when you're young. Ain't no one the right person when you're young,
Right.
when you're younger at all.
Right.
So,
Do you even remember your first? I know you because you got like a lot of numbers, but do you remember your first?
and there's that tree. You see all that shade? Like the sun is covered up and you're just shady. And no, I don't associate myself with people like you. So, yes, Heffa, I do remember. I do remember my first. Thank you very much. But my first wasn't worth it. And like when you're young, I don't think anybody is really worth it.
Sure.
I just wish I would have waited until I was well into my 20s when I
really got the whole concept that your body is your
Yes.
temple.
Yes.
Now you got this stained up glass and yeah.
My stuff is
No,
like,
I'm not.
wait.
Are you feeling convicted?
No, I'm gonna say don't call my stuff stained up glass. Ain't nothing stained up. This is pristine right here, honey. Shoot. Don't talk about my stuff like that. That's rude and just disrespectful. All right. So tell me one of your best dates ever.
My best date. Okay, so I had 3 really good dates in life. 2 from the same person, actually. The top was, I don't know, I was like in my early 20s. I had came home from college one year, and this guy that I grew up with down the street, he brought 3 roses to the house. One for me, one for my mother, and one for my grandmother. And I'm like, what in the world? This guy, we had like the best date. We went to, I don't know if you guys had this in this area, Jillian's. Okay.
We do.
So we went to dinner. We went to Jillian's. And if you know me, you know that I love ice cream. I had a lot of guys try to get me with ice cream.
And it worked every single time. You want some cookies and cream, girl?
So we went after Jillian's. We went and got some ice cream, and he took me to the beach, and we ate ice cream in the little gazebo, and like walked on the beach and on the pier and everything. And I'm like, man, I wish I really liked him. Like that'd be so perfect if I really liked him, but it wasn't. It wasn't there. I probably was the crush that he just had for a long time and just kind of wanted to see what was what, but I just could not bring myself to really like him. But it was such a good date because it was all about me. Like he thought about this from the beginning, to the end. So I was like, oh my God, like this guy, why don't I like him? And to this day, when I see him, like when I go back home and I see him, he's married with like 2+ kids, and I'm like, wow, that probably could have been me, but yeah. But I was playing.
This could have been us, but
yeah. And he always gives me that look, like, yeah, all right. Like, you ain't got no ring on your finger, yeah, all right.
You could have one,
Yeah.
years ago.
How was that life, Joy?
And no shade to my boo. No, I guess one of my best dates came from a friend. Yeah, like it
Oh,
was
because you had a period where you were going to some really, really good
nice
dates.
dates.
Yeah.
Like places like I just never been before.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even about the money being spent. Although I was like I have never been wine and dine like this before. But it took a friend of mine to just
Yeah.
like, boom, here's bottles of wine.
Yeah.
Boom, let me take you out to this restaurant. Let's have this 5-course meal. I'm just like, oh my, like I've never experienced that type of thing. So to me, like the experience was really nice. I mean, and friends taking me out to plays. Like, so, like, my best dates came.
Because you did like the burlesque.
Yeah, the burlesque show
Yeah.
thing. It was beautiful. So, yeah, it came from a friend. So, my best date was a friend date. Not trying to say that, you know.
I don't think it's any shade, because at the end of the day, I think it's just really about the whole experience. And you may not have gotten that experience with the one you're with. It's just that person just they're on it.
Right.
Because I think there's some good daters.
Right. Yes.
Because
Yes.
my other two best dates, I'm like, yo, this guy is a professional dater. Because if I wasn't strong enough, I would have been clean up off my feet. But he was precise, and he was so into making me smile the whole time. Like, you know what? I felt almost as if it was his just sole purpose for the evening. Like, let me just make sure she is smiling. And I don't know. I don't necessarily think it has to be with the one that you're with. It'll be great. However, some people are just good at what they do. You know, clearly he that wasn't his first rodeo. Clearly.
So, how about what's your worst date ever? Oh,
My worst date? Probably like when I was in college and somebody trying to take me to Wendy's.
tell about it.
I'm like,
Speak about it.
Wendy's? What? I don't know. I don't know. I think in college though, I don't know if those really count because you're broke. You know, nobody has any money. So, but I was really taken back because I'm like, nobody has ever taken me to Wendy's. Like, here, you said we going to get something to eat and we going to the movies. I'm like, why we stopping here? So maybe that's the worst one. I really can't think of dates that I'm like, oh my God, I just cannot. I don't know. That were just so bad.
Yeah.
What about you? You got like a real bad date?
I think this one chick took me to a club. And here's the thing. The thing was, okay.
On the first date?
Yeah, on the first date. Yes, it was a first date. And mind you, okay, so when I was younger, when I was in my early 20s, I had, a lot of friends.
That was a long time ago.
Be quiet. No, it wasn't. Don't believe hype. It was not. Don't blame me. But when I was in my early 20s, I had a lot of friends that were using guys. And so I was like, well, maybe I could try to use a girl. So my main thing was trying to get a sugar mama.
They don't want no sugar.
And they wanted all the sugar. But they were all mama, but hardly any sugar. So I went on this date, and I didn't even like her. I just went on a date, and I got severely drunk. And from as soon as I stepped into the club, I was like, whatever. Like I was feeling myself so hard. I can tell you the outfit I had on to this day. Girl, I had on these light blue skinny jeans and this white shirt that came off my shoulders and these burgundy, I want to say red, these burgundy pumps. And you couldn't tell me not one thing ever. I was so fly. So I was really feeling myself. So therefore I was giving my number to everybody else in the club besides her.
On your first date?
On my first date.
So it was probably her worst date.
It was probably, it was her worst date. But my thing is, it's the worst, it's my worst date because you don't take somebody to the club on your first date.
But I also don't think that you should take anybody to the movies on the first date.
Why?
I mean, what are we talking about? Unless we're doing like a early movie and then we go to dinner afterwards, it's really pointless. Like, I went on a lot of first and last dates by somebody taking me to the movies. We're not talking. You know what I mean? It's like, hi, what do you like? What do you like? You're not doing all that, getting to know each other in the movies. It's quiet time.
Right.
So I always used to be like, oh, this is so stupid.
What do you think about going to somebody's house for the first date?
Like Netflix and chill?
No, like maybe they're cooking. They want to cook you dinner.
How I met him?
I don't know.
I ain't going to your house.
I mean, I went to, okay. So one of my...
Shout out to Carly being so fast.
Whatever.
Going to people's house.
First of all, it wasn't even like that. But they put on a cooking show. It was really cute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a real cute cooking show.
Oh, okay.
So I thought it was creative. They probably was broke
Okay.
because they shouldn't have made me some spaghetti.
Okay.
But but
I think it's cute, but it has to be something. Like, I just can't go to some stranger's house. Like,
No,
we just
yeah.
met, we
Right.
at the grocery store and we met by the lettuce, and like, hey, we exchanged phone numbers and they're like, all right, come to dinner. No. At my house? No. But you can meet me at the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, well, hey, I get it.
Hello.
I get it. And then nowadays, that's kind of like dangerous. I feel
Nowadays, I mean, that probably happened to you like 4 years ago. Period. It's been dangerous.
Okay.
PSA, don't do that.
Don't go to people's houses on the first day. No Netflix and chill.
No.
No. Mm-mm. Let's see. Okay. Tell me what an embarrassing moment you had.
An embarrassing moment?
Yeah, an embarrassing moment.
Let me just go ahead and plead the fifth right now.
No, tell the embarrassing moment.
Well, did I start off saying transparency?
Right, yes.
Be transparent.
That's what you said. Now you're lying to the people.
Do I have an embarrassing moment?
You have plenty. I know you do.
All right. I think probably one of the most embarrassing moments of my life was being at a club and me thinking that,
Okay, hold on. Please, hold on. PSA. For those who don't know Toy is very scary. She's very extra about things. Cats are cougars. Dogs are wildebeest.
yeah.
She's very scary. If you pop a balloon, she's ducking, covering, and finding shelter.
Yeah.
If something shakes in the house, it's automatically an earthquake. So just a PSA. Please proceed with your story.
So I'm at the club, and first thing I've always done is, like, back in the day, I always make sure I know where my exit signs are, because stuff go down in the club, right? Now, I'm scary, so I'm at the club. And at this point, to be honest with you, I don't even know if I had anything to drink. I probably did not. So anyways, I'm at the club, and I see these two dudes, and they talking, but it's getting louder and louder and louder. And it seems like they're about to get into an altercation, right? So before I feel like it's about to go down and guns about to come out, I decided that I was going to take cover. The problem with that was I decided I was going to hop over the bar to take cover, and I did it like the Olympics people.
What is it, the beam or the horse thing?
Yeah, so
Whatever
I'm
it's-
like 1, 2, 3, and I hop over the bar, and whoever knows me know I have like extremely long legs. I'm trying to loop around the bar to get to the other side. I'm knocking everybody drink off the bar that's there, and I take cover behind the bar. The problem wasn't no fight. It wasn't anything happening. It was nothing. It was just all made up in my mind. And so the next thing I know, the bouncer is picking me up, carrying me out the club, and I was never to come back or show face again.
You have
The
more.
end.
Yeah, you have more than one of those type of moments. I'm sure.
Perhaps.
This is not your first time being escorted at the club.
Oh, shade.
Okay. Me. All right. So when I was in my early 20s, my friends, they all had these great jobs, and they're just like, Carly, all we did was lie on our resume. You should just lie on your resume. So I said, okay. So I took one of my friends, shout out to my baby D. I took one of my friends' resumes and just verbatim put my name on top of it and sent it off, right? So I went on an interview. Now, on my resume, yeah, I used to answer phones. I was a receptionist for a long time, but I didn't know half like secretary lingo, like writing down minutes and doing travel and all that. So on my resume it said, I administer minutes. I conduct, I take down minutes. Now, for those who don't know, minutes are when you're taking notes of a meeting. You're kind of summarizing what's going on in the meeting. So I went on this interview, and I was young. And by the way, I look like a baby going into this place. And there was these two white guys. Oh my God. They were like really nice looking, prestigious type type of guys that are looking at me. And they looked at me like, girl, you a baby. Like, we know you're not about this life. So they was just like, all right, so you take minutes? I was like, yep, I sure do. And they was like, give me minutes of our interview. And I was like, okay. At 8:45, I came in this building. At 9:00, you started talking to me. 9:05, I answered your first question. 9:10, I am right here talking to you right now.
Oh.
Needless to say, that was the wrong answer. And you know what? Shout out to those two dudes because they kept a straight face.
I don't know how.
They kept a straight face. But when I think about it now, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed by that. It's like one of those things that haunt me. You know, it's like one of those things like, you ever been drunk? And and also you get a flashback of stuff that you did when you were drunk that you really don't remember. That's why I feel like that moment is.
The walk of shame.
Yes. So that moment to me is just like, it haunts me on like the worst moments. I'm like,
You got an embarrassing moment. What about the moment at the grocery store?
I hate you because I'm not telling that story.
We're all about transparency.
No, because I don't want to talk about myself like that. No, because if I share one, you gotta share another one.
That was like
No, but if I do one, you gotta say another one.
And let me introduce Miss Petty LaBelle.
Okay, yes, I'm her. I don't care. If I do that one, you gotta do another one. It has to be really embarrassing because that story is embarrassing. So if you want to,
That's the embarrassing moment.
No.
This is what we all about.
right?
Go ahead.
No. You do yours first. You gotta do another one because I refuse to do that one.
Go ahead.
You promise? No,
Like,
promise.
how old are we? Like 10?
I don't care. You better promise.
I don't have another
Toy.
story.
Yes, you do. You have plenty, Toy.
I can't think of anything. So moving right along.
I don't care. I'll tell it. Okay. So okay. You know, I have my moments where I think I am just so cute. And like, you can't tell me nothing. I'm just so beautiful. And there are times I actually walk to the store and people are like, go ahead, girl. I'm like, I know, girl. I'm so cute. So this day, I thought I was so fly. And I was in Giant getting stuff for a cookout I was going to. But I don't know what I ate the day before, what I ate that morning, but it was messing with my stomach. So I had to go to the restroom at Giant. And I don't know if anybody knows, those Giant restrooms are so disgusting. I hate them. So I had to go and do my business. But what I thought, you wipe yourself, whatever like that, and you flush the toilet. But I was in a rush, right? So not that I didn't clean myself properly. I cleaned myself just fine. But I was just in a rush, and I was just trying to hurry up and get out. So I'm walking throughout the store, and I'm getting all my stuff, and I'm in the line, right? And this lady was like, excuse me, miss. Now, I knew this woman was about to tell me how beautiful I was looking today. Like, I look so cute. Because I'm like, girl, I look so cute today, don't I? And she was like, excuse me, ma'am, but I don't know if anyone told you. And I was like, yes, that I'm beautiful. I'm waiting for it. She was like, you got tissue hanging all out your ass. It was like a train, a wedding train, and it wasn't hanging out my butt. It just got caught in my pants at the moment.
And nobody told you.
No one told me. I was walking around, and it was like a veil or something. It was so embarrassing. I can't believe I just told that story. I can't stand
That's
it.
transparency at its finest.
Whatever, because I know you hiding back, but it's okay. I'll get you another one.
You know how it goes.
Okay. So
when we were talking about the best date, the worst date. Do you have like a celebrity that you will go on a date with?
my honey,
No, like a real celebrity.
my baby is a real celebrity. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay. Let me think about it. You go first.
You already know who I'm going to say.
Who?
LeBron James. LeBron James.
Who would be your second choice?
Omar Hardwick. Omar Hardwick.
Who's that? Is that Ghost from Power? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Wood Harris.
I can't believe you're still saying Wood
I
Harris.
like him a lot.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wood Harris?
I would. If I could go on a date, I would go on a date with those two.
Okay. Well, F, marry, kill. Okay. Sex, marry, kill.
All right.
Who? Go ahead. Give me your three. F, marry, kill.
Using those three guys?
Mm-hmm.
I would probably have relations with LeBron James.
Would you be ovulating during this time?
If he wasn't married. What was it?
She likes to remember. Just don't fake to the people.
Oh wow, that's horrible. That goes against everything I believe in. Let's see. Marry. I would marry Wood Harris in a minute.
Oh my god.
Kill. I'll probably kill Omar Hardwick. Finally kill Ghost. The finale.
I don't know who my 3 would be. I love Queen Latifah.
All right.
Okay. And I don't care. For those who know me, I am 6 feet tall, and I don't know if I have a thing for little people, but Bruno Mars does something to me.
Bruno Mars?
Bruno Mars. He is.
All right.
I don't know if it's a thing about little people or pimps.
All right.
I don't know. And me, I don't know. I don't know who my third person would be.
You don't have a third person?
No. I would say Dwayne, but it sounds so not gay of me.
Who's Dwayne?
I mean, The Rock.
Oh, all right.
Because
So how would you do your sex, marry, kill thing that you talked about?
I will have The Rock's baby, so I will have sex with him because I only want his man juice.
All right.
I would marry Queen Latifah. I don't know. I feel like she a cheater, but
You do?
I don't know why. Cause it's not that she goes through so many girlfriends, but I just feel like I don't know. I don't know why I feel that way. It just came over me just now.
All right.
So I don't know why I even said that. Sorry if you're listening, Queen Latifah. I don't want you anyway. I want my baby. And I guess I would have to kill Bruno Mars, but I don't know why, because he makes such good music.
All right. Fair enough.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have sex with Dwayne because I'm tall. He's tall. We'll just have these gigantic kids.
Maybe our future basketball players?
Yeah. Maybe I'll have sex with Bruno Mars so I can have his kids. Kids will be about medium height.
You hope.
But, see, I'm only thinking about this man juice wise. And kill Dwayne.
All right.
All right. So I guess that's it for us, folks. I mean, okay, we want to thank you for our first podcast.
We hope you enjoyed getting to know us.
Just as much as we shared. I mean, I know it's not everything, but as we go on this journey, you will find out a lot about us. Between Toy and I, we've been through just about everything. So we're going to end this on a positive note. So please, Toy, what is our affirmation for this week?
I am becoming a better me every day.
Ooh, I like that, girl. Yes, God. She's becoming a better her every day, and I am too, and so will you. Thank you for joining us for Let's Be Clear. Okay, so if you want to get in contact with us, you can reach us on LBCLear Podcast on YouTube,
Twitter, LBCLear Podcast,
Facebook, LBCLear Podcast,
Instagram, LBCLear Podcast,
Gmail, LBClearPodcast@gmail.com,
SoundCloud,
LBCLear Podcast, all the way around. So please give us your feedback, comments, advice, insight, topics. We will love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All my ladies out there working hard, I know you're feeling that. All my ladies